Hey everyone, this is Black Binder. Welcome
My
back to the
turn to
Let's
save the
Play of
day.
Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition with Tales of the Sword Coast. Last time we left off, we came down here to sell our bandit scalps, but apparently she left. I didn't think she left until we got access to Baldur's
I shall
Gate,
attend to it
but
in a
maybe
trice.
it's when you get access to the Cloakwood. Then we went and... What were we going to do? I wanted to go see if I could buy this guy's army
It shall
scythe,
be as you wish.
which is a crossbow with +1 attack per round.
I can make whatever you wish for a
Bolts
wee
in the
more
first
than
game
a
do a lot more damage than arrows, but, well, a specific bolt of lightning does more damage than any other bolt, except an arrow of acid comes close. Okay, so we can't afford this. 1 extra attack per round. I want to save it because I know...
How may I be of assistance?
I
shall
can
attend to
make
it in a
whatever
trice.
you wish for a wee little bit more than
Crossbows are slower than bows generally, so I think this only brings us up to the same amount of attacks per round. Alright. As our bow. Number of attacks, 5.5. This probably isn't going to be a good comparison because number of attacks 1 plus 1, right? No. 1 plus 1 because...
Your wish?
Yes,
Oh, no, we don't have any bolts. That's why we can't tell.
as you wish. I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
Well, that's not a good deal for me. Alright, let's see now. Attacks per round 2. And with the bow, we actually get 2.5. See, because it's... I believe the way it goes is 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5. So, Manhand Thaco 11. 13. Okay. Once we get our second point in crossbow proficiency, which we should get with him before the end of the game, we can use that a little bit better. Does this guy have crossbow? No. But he does have longbow. Now, this way, we can give our good longbows to Minsk, or whoever else wants to use them, and our bad one, or our crossbows, to Kivin. Also, we'll be able to split up the Thaco +2. Should give me +2 damage, but it's not showing. Composite. Oh no, because this also has the +2 damage. That's right. So 2 more
What is it this
accuracy.
time?
Not bad. We can split up the elemental arrows and bolts, is what I was trying to say earlier. And we'll get a lot of them. Probably the best arrow. You want one arrow user because they have really good arrows, like an arrow of dispelling, an arrow of detonation, which are both extremely useful. There we go. It didn't show an armor change when we switched to this medium shield, but it actually gave our armor class to... We got 2 versus missiles. See, because this one doesn't have any protection against missiles. Okay. Think we are good. Oh, that's right. I wanted to see if this guy can wear this. Nope. Studded. So nobody can wear this right now. Even after she changes back, she won't be able to use it, so I can go ahead and sell it. The only people who can use that are people who have better equipment already. Fire resistance, we don't need that. That's, this can be sold. What is this, a dagger? No, it's Nestor's
Yes.
dagger. Alright, let's
It
go ahead
shall
and
be
sell
as you
all that
wish.
stuff.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more
Nice,
than me
2,000 gold worth. or this studded leather. Must be pretty good. The armor class doesn't seem very good though. Alright, is that everything we want from this guy? It is. Yes. Alright.
How may I be of
Let's we want to make a little
It shall be as you wish.
trip to High Hedge real quick.
You must gather your party before
Who are we
venturing
missing?
forth.
I am prepared.
You must
What do you
gather
want?
your party
You're a
before
queer. I've
venturing
done
forth.
had enough of
You
this.
must gather your party
I'm
before
gone.
What is it this you
venturing
have?
I
but to
hear you.
ask?
I hear you.
It shall be as
Now,
you
if
wish.
you look over here, there's a temple. You don't need to go there until you get a
You have
wyvern
but to
skull.
ask.
Once you get a wyvern skull, go ahead and go there. I think there's another quest that they have there, but that's the big one. Actually, is it that temple? I'm pretty sure it's that temple. It might be the guy at the Friendly Arm Inn who wants the wyvern skull. I know that temple that we just went to, it wants you to
shall
kill a
attend to it
rogue
in a
cleric, and we will do that as well.
Yes? It shall be as you wish.
Why do I live in such a pissant town?
I don't know, mister. You tell me. Alright, what we want is some spells for Nira. Alright. Mirror image is okay. Probably not going to use it in this game. Ray of Enfeeblement, I use that on really hard fights that I have to, like, I use it on really hard fights, basically. Where there's a souped up melee character that just is tearing me apart. Alright, when a wizard calls upon Power Word Sleep spell, he causes a comatose slumber to come upon one creature, other than undead and certain other creatures. The creature targeted must have less than 20 hit points. Yeah, it's probably not going to be useful. Invisibility, we wasted hours before, if you remember. Detect invisibility, we might need. Hold person, pretty good. Skull trap, really good. But they're both level 3, so probably don't need anything above level 3. Vampiric touch is okay. When this spell is cast, the target loses 1d6 hit points every 2 caster levels, up to a maximum drain of 66. These hit points are added to the caster's current hit points, with any hit points over the caster's normal maximum treated as temporary hit points. The temporary hit points last for 1 hour. Basically, life drain for 36 hit points. Hold undead can be useful, but we don't need it. Any of the undead we'd need this on, it's probably not gonna stick. Minor spell deflection, better for the next game. Not really so great for this one. Mirror image can do the same thing as that, pretty much. Let's see. And we are low on money because we bought that army Sith. But it looks good for now. Let's grab Chromatic Orb. We've already got that with her. We don't need sleep anymore. We can grab shield and identify. Color spray, charm person, and grease. That should be good. Oh, we want horror. And luck is good. Any kind of luck bonus. It's basically like a +1 to everything. Other than that, I mean, it's hard to tell what it does, but what I've read is just +1 to everything. Alright, let's switch to easy. It is on easy, so we can not have to worry about saving and loading to memorize all this stuff. Lots of goodies for Imoen. Now, it is canon to dual class her to mage. I think it's at level 4 is when the canon party has their dual class. But I wanted a little bit more thief skills before I did that. One thing I did overlook with Imoen is her, let's see, Detect Illusion. That can be very good if you get it up to close to 100. It'll get rid of stuff like invisibility, and even when mages cast mirror image, it'll detect them. Son of a gun. I forgot to buy slings. Or sling
Why do I
bullets.
live in such a pissant
He's not
town?
going to have a ton of them, I don't think. No, he only has the expensive kind. How much is one gonna get me? One costs 56 and gets me 5 bullets. Ugh, no. Later on, we'll have the money to do that, but not yet. Well, son of a gun.
You have but to ask.
Where's the easiest place to get sling
ask.
bullets? From here. It's actually probably Nashkel. We're gonna be doing some exploring along the Sword Coast this episode, so nothing main story-wise, just kind of doing any special encounters that might give us some experience or good items. Alright, first place we want to go is, let's go, let's go down here, and then we'll go,
You have but to ask.
we'll go up to Baragost. That way we can buy some sling bullets real quick. We need them for 3 characters. 1, no, 2, and 3. So we need a sling and sling bullets.
You have but to ask. What is it? I shall attend to it in a trice.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
His bullets are much more expensive than Thalantir's. They're double the cost, jeez. Maybe he sells them at 10 at a time instead of only 5. That would make sense. And I want more than just 3 stacks of bolts for him now that I know that I'm keeping it. Probably wasn't enough sling bullets, not even close. We're gonna need a full 3 more stacks.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
Alright, looks like
Yes.
we're good to go.
You have but to ask.
We can go exploring now.
How may I? It shall be as you wish.
There's quite a few difficult fights if you're traveling around. Let's go here, actually.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
There's a fight up here that can get you a couple thousand gold. Maybe like 1,500 to 2,000. But it's very difficult. Also, there is an encounter you can have near this tower. A special enhanced edition encounter. Very good character, too. If you want him on your team.
show you justice.
If you
I look
play the
forward to
Black
your
Pits,
response.
you will have seen him a little
What is
bit.
it this time? You have but to ask. Yes. I shall attend to it in a trice.
My blade will cut you down to size.
How may I be? I shall attend to it in a trice.
I will show you justice.
We do need to sell our gems here pretty soon. Our bag is going to be full
I shall commit to
pretty
the task.
quickly. If it's not
What is it
already
this
full.
time?
Cool one, son. Full plate and
I am
packing
prepared.
steel.
I shall
No,
commit to the
you use
task.
darts.
Yes.
I will show you
What is it
justice.
this time?
Can't believe you guys are getting hit by gibberlings. Like the easiest thing in the game. See if this guy shows up yet. I forget what triggers his showing up. I think it's when you can go to Baldur's Gate.
I will show
No.
you justice.
I was gonna use a fireball, but there's no excuse for using it on gibberlings. If you're not on Legacy of Ball mode, that is.
What is it this time?
Let's talk more fight.
Yes.
I will show you justice.
How may I be of assistance? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Alright, I guess he's not gonna show up yet.
I grow torpid and require slumber.
Nope, okay, here he is.
It's about time you came through for me. I was beginning to wonder whether your incompetence was... Wait. This isn't right. You fool! I am not fully revived. I am diminished, damaged, and dangerously deteriorated. Why, I've even lost some of my perspicacity. Najim? Are you even listening? My most obedient servant, friend! Where are you? Surely you aren't going to leave me up here?
He's a drow. Drows live in the Underdark, which is like a vast underground cavern.
Ah, you conniving cur! I will crack your realm wide open and drag you into this plane of... Oh. Hello. Well, this is awkward.
Well, I am Trisau.
Greetings, friendly, surface dweller. You wouldn't happen to know the direction of the nearest entrance to the Underdark, would you?
I'm afraid I don't. Is he doing that on purpose? Doing what? I don't remember him doing it yet. You wouldn't happen to know the You wouldn't happen to know the direction of the nearest entrance to the Underdark, would you? I thought he talks, like, with a lot of the same letters, but is he doing that on purpose? But he's not doing it yet.
No.
Damn it. No, I suppose you wouldn't. This is particularly problematic for a popular power player such as myself. He must be 5 words. Did you hear that? Okay, now he's doing it.
How could I forget? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Baloth Baratil, more commonly known as Baloth the Entertainer. Yes, I know, that Baloth. Fall to your knees and beg for mercy. I'm sure you know the drill.
I shall do no such thing.
Perhaps you aren't as cultured as I had assumed. In any case, it seems that I am in a bit of a bind. I am unable to return to my home, left bare to the boundless barbarism of the surface world.
That's a shame. How could such a nice guy like you get mixed up in a situation like this? 2.
You must be crawling with questions, but first, let me elucidate recent events. Perhaps many of your petty ponderances will be answered.
Perhaps they will be. Carry on, then. Is no one else catching this? These are great.
My most recent project was a little something I called the Black Pits. I'm sure you've heard of it. Mortal pitted against mortal in a desperate bid to... it doesn't matter anymore.
Black Pits is a little separate campaign that they added with the Enhanced Edition, and with the second Baldur's Gate, there's a Black Pits 2. It's actually really fun, I think. It's, if you like building a team to fight hard situations, it's really fun. It's not as slow of a burn, though, as this, though, so it can be over pretty quickly. Probably about 5-10 hours. Can't say that I have.
You must be out of the loop. It was a marvelous sight. The roaring crowd, my obedient djinn slave keeping the prisoners in line, the sound of hammer crushing bone. Such fond memories.
How did you get the djinn in the first
A
place?
favor here, a clever spell there, a geese or two. It's not so hard.
A geese? I call him Gias or whatever. I guess I never read it as geese in my head. But anyway, a geese is like a contract that you can't disobey or you'll start to wither away and die. And it worked out so well for you.
Things went quite swimmingly until some upstarts tricked
Us.
me into facing them in battle.
Or
They
me.
cheated, of course.
We didn't cheat.
But I am nothing if not calculatingly cautious. And so I instructed that Jin jerk Najim to grant me a final wish. That I be protected from death. Oh, he granted that one all right.
Ooh, that was a good one. Wait, how is Jin spelled? I believe that it technically does not count because of how the word is spelled, but his verbal agility is still quite impressive. You two, why are you talking about this?
As you can see, I live again. No demon-web pits for me. But I am bereft of my previous power. Forced to converse with a pack of mouth-breathing... Oh, I apologize. I'm beginning to ramble.
I've been called worse by better. In any case, I feel a request coming.
I am simply unaccustomed to dealing with your kind on less than crushingly advantageous terms.
I'll try to speak slowly and in reverent
I do
tones.
not make it a habit to beg others for aid. and I prefer to lend favors rather than request them.
Now I definitely feel a request coming.
Clearly, I still command some of my powers. Even in this diminished state, I must remain one of the top 5 spellcasters
No,
in
he's
all
not.
the realms. If someone were to offer me martial protection, I'm sure I could be of great help to whatever it is you're doing.
I'm afraid I can't take you with me. He's really good, but we don't have any room.
No! Don't leave me here, you moronic miscreant! There are pale-skinned barbarians everywhere!
Make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. It's not far, and if you hide outside the walls on the east side, you probably won't be discovered and killed. Probably.
Fine. I'll just make my way there myself. I don't need your help. Begone!
What is it? I shall attend to it in a
He is really good. He's a sorcerer, so he's basically like a mage.
You rang?
See how I have all these level 1 spells? He has access to all of his level 1 spells, and he'll get like 4 casts per level. So he can cast 4 sleep, or 4 grease, or 4 chromatic orbs, or 1 of each and another sleep, something
Yes.
like that.
I shall attend
But
to
he
it
doesn't have to memorize his spells. He just has a set number of casting per level. But he also learns fewer spells. So, but basically, if you know what you want from a sorcerer, or from a wizard or a mage, he's good. Because you can get chromatic orb, and as long as you pick your spells per level, like ones that will last, like you're not gonna want sleep because that won't last throughout the trilogy. But like chromatic orb gets better throughout the trilogy, so direwolf. Okay.
Let's talk more fight.
Um,
Full plate and
My
packing
blade will
steel.
cut
As
you
long
down
as you
to
pick your
size.
spells well, a sorcerer,
We'll get you boys
for the most
fucking
part, is
will
better
get
than a wizard, in my opinion. But you're gonna lose the versatility, which is like one of the main reasons you want a wizard. So,
full plate
and also in the end, a wizard's gonna have so many spells anyway that the usefulness of the sorcerer will be lost towards the end.
Don't bother
Be of
me.
assistance.
Eat
Cool
flaming,
plate and
or
packing
possibly
steel.
frosty. Death!
But early on, they are very, very useful. That's for sure. Ah, son of a gun!
How may I be of assistance? You
Did
have
I
but
quick
to
save?
ask.
Yeah, I did. Okay, good.
What is it this time?
Cool one, son.
Now they are dreadwolves. I think
Uh-huh.
they're easier, so we're probably fine. They are immune to cold damage.
My blade
I
will
blessed
cut
all my
you
guys
down
for a
to
little bit
size,
more accuracy.
Frosty. Death!
How may I be of assistance? What is it
650
that shall be as
experience
you
each, not bad. We are making our way up and to the right. Actually, I think we're in the wrong area. But that's okay. Let's rest.
As darkness falls, your mind drifts back to events past, and to triumphs well-deserved indeed. A fortified camp secluded and guarded from the entire coast, and it is naught but easy pickings before your guile. All manner of bandit and brigand move about here, but you may as well be invisible amongst them. Your recollections are interrupted by a powerful gust of wind, lifting you high above the camp and woods both. Your arc crests in the high morning sun, and for a moment you are as a bird, free from your duties to those below. With unseen hands, the earth reasserts her hold on you, and suddenly you feel less like a sparrow and more like a catapult.
You may not
stone.
actually know, but that is
Without
gravity.
impact or
It's called
fanfare,
gravity.
The ground accepts your passage and does not strike back. In a moment, all is black, and for all you know, you have descended to the very core of the world. The rock around you illuminates, and a cavern slowly takes shape. Though you can see no more than a few steps ahead or behind, stumbling forward, you find yourself face to face with yourself. Before you is a likeness in stone exact to the smallest detail. A voice in the darkness accuses you, even as it seems amused. Such pride undeserved, great predator, when your whole being is borrowed. Credit where it is due, and dues where payment is demanded. A dagger of bone flies from the blackness and strikes the statue square. It cracks slightly, but the pain you feel is as though you were rent asunder. You were made as you are, taunts the voice, and you can also be broken. You fall backward into the void and do not come to rest until morning wakes you.
Oh man. What did we learn now? Slow poison. Perfect timing too.
How may I shall attend to it?
So long as you aren't the one that gets poisoned, you can cast that on someone else. You can cast it on yourself if you time it right, but it's hard to get off because poison will interrupt your casting.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Arrogant fools, you return to the very slaughter for which you were responsible. Your blood will soak the ground before I allow any of you to leave. I will avenge the deaths of my brothers. What are you talking about? We've killed no one. I think you're a little addled in the head. Perhaps you should calm down so that we can figure out who really killed your brothers. You think your excuses can work on me? I know what you are, what all of you are. Let the wrath of Malar destroy you and your faithless
What
companions.
is it this time? You have but to ask.
You point, I punch.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Butt kicking for goodness!
What is it this time?
Yes?
You
Stand back
I
and
feel
watch
so
may I do
this.
this?
Uh-oh.
I've done
Let's
had
talk
enough of
more
this.
fight.
I charmed it, but sometimes they'll still attack you while they're charmed if you don't change their target
What
manually.
you want? Yep.
eat flaming or possibly frosty.
My blade will
Did
cut
I
you
never
down to
memorize her
size.
spells? No, I didn't. Let's just do identify. I'm not going to be using her for casting, so not yet anyway.
It shall be as
One
you wish.
spell a day isn't exactly amazing.
How may I
Alright,
be
now
of
who is
assistance?
this and why did he help me?
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
I must apologize for the actions of Asmari. He had lost his mind after what happened here some days past. A group of bandits calling themselves the Chill entered our camp as we worked upon this shrine. They killed and murdered everyone they came across, including some of Asmodai's close friends. Why did you let us attack him? From the sounds of it, you knew him well. The both of you looked to be druids. It's true, we knew each other very well, but there was nothing that could be done. He had lost his mind. I think you can understand that. Sometimes one doesn't have a choice. We understand. You don't have to explain yourself. We must thank you again for your valuable assistance. Perhaps we will meet again. I wish you luck on your journeys.
What is it this time?
Ooh, it's a staff spear, I think. But we can't identify it.
Yes? It shall be as you wish.
I actually think that's the only thing we want to do here, but let's check just to be sure. The encounter I'm thinking about might be over here. Actually, I'm pretty sure it is. It has to be. Because I already went to the Peld Vale, and that's the only other place it can be. Oops. Accidentally hit my cord. Come on, you gotta be over here. There's no way. Where else could it be? It must not be in the Peld Vale or the Larswood. Unless it's like all the way down here, which I doubt. It's definitely not there. Not enough room. Nope, I guess it's not in this area. Oh well. Wood of the Sharp Teeth. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's try the area just to the east. Maybe that's it. No, it's
You
not.
have but to ask.
Wait, maybe it is. Thought it was this was a mountainous area, but there are... Okay, yep, here we go. Alright, make sure you're healed up on everybody. Or at least as healed as you can get without resting for days at a time. Alright, what are we gonna cast?
You're a queer fellow.
What is it this time?
We'll want Bless, and I
What is it
think
this time?
I'm gonna use her to do... We'll have to wait for Glitter Dust, because I think they're gonna cast, one of them casts invisibility. So we'll want to wait. I think Glitter Dust shows you invisibility, but I don't remember for sure. It is so sad to have met you this fine day. Normally we would be quite ecstatic to have visitors, but in these troubled times we really do desire privacy. We just can't afford to have anyone knowing that we're here. This is why you must die. Just wait a moment. We won't bother you. Just let us go on our way and you'll never see us again. Sorry, but the Red Wizards of Thay are not known for their magnanimous nature. We're going to have to kill you. So these are the same group of people that are hunting Nira. They're not... These guys aren't specifically hunting Nira, but they're part of the same group. Alright.
You rang?
I'm going to cast Horror up there, and hopefully it works.
What is it this time?
You cast... Web. Yeah. It's time to pull out the web for these guys.
Cool, squeaky wheels get stuck.
We need to keep Minsk back because
What you want?
otherwise it will catch him in the web.
Yes,
Alright, 2 are
How may I
horrored,
be of assistance?
and I think 1 is stunned. Yep, 1 is stunned. Good. So we just gotta get this guy down, and we're okay. Okay. Now we want to kill him, because horror is gonna last a while, but web can be saved against each round. I think you have to save against it twice, though, to get out of it. Alright, man, this was a lot easier than I normally have with these guys, and a lot easier time than I normally have with them.
It shall be as you wish.
Good place to come if you want a robe early on, although, honestly, robes don't do much. Unless it's one of the amazing robes that we'll find in Baldur's Gate 2. Should really have her pick these up. Ring of Energy. Basically, well, I don't want to... It does an energy attack, but I don't remember exactly what it does. Like the damage and the mechanics behind it. We're not on easy, are we? Okay, good. Burning Hands. When the wizard casts this spell, it's actually a decent spell. A jet of searing flame shoots from his fingertips. The wizard's hands must be held so as to send forth a fan-like sheet of flames. His thumbs must touch each other, and the fingers must be spread. The burning hand sends out a flame of jets of 5 feet length in a horizontal arc of about 120 degrees in front of the wizard. The target suffers 1d3 points of damage, plus 2 points of damage for each level of the caster, to a maximum of 1d3 plus 20. So basically a tiny cone of up to 20 damage. Or 21 to 23 damage. Remove magic. This is pretty good. It dispels magic, but only from enemies. So dispel magic is really good, but it'll hit your party too. So it's a little difficult to maneuver around. Thought I did identify with you. I've not rested yet. Okay. Have her memorize these. I was wondering what that sound was, and it's web.
How may I be of assistance? You have but to ask.
I don't think I've ever placed the sound before. Alright, we want to head up this way. I think there's a tiny little quest we can do here besides fighting those guys. Be on the lookout for a druid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Yep, here he is.
What is it this you have but to ask?
Farrington. Atasloy has stolen my scroll of wisdom, Wanderer, and fled eastward towards the Ettercap's lair. The poor Tasloy is probably quite dead by now, but the Ettercaps, of course, will not recognize the scroll's value. If you could retrieve it for me, I promise to brighten your karma. It's a little vague, but okay.
Yes, I shall attend
Now,
to it in a trice.
you need to be careful when you're going through here because there's traps. Ettercaps, usually wherever you're going to find an Ettercap, there's going to be a web trap,
How
which
may I be of assistance? I shall
sucks,
attend to it in a
but
trice.
we don't... Actually, we do.
Salute
We can use
guides
him
my
to find
hand.
traps, even though he sucks at it. This is how you find traps. Slowly go forward, little bit at a time, and pray that you find it before it finds you.
What is it this? I shall attend to it in a trice.
This is just... Oh crap, that's a wraith spider, okay.
I am
So
prepared. I shall
they're...
commit to the task.
How am I actually going to hit it? I think they require
boys,
+1 weapons
Uh-huh.
to hit.
I shall commit to the
Let's
task.
see if
Yes.
if that's true.
How may I be of assistance?
I will show you justice.
Your wish? I
Yep,
understand.
everything's, see, weapon ineffective. So
Let's
we're going to
not
have
more
to
I am
use our spells, and is that a +1? Yes, it is.
I shall
Okay.
commit to the
And our
task.
+1 weapons. And for Kivin, or no, because Kivin doesn't have those anymore. We can use our +1 arrows. Where did I put them? Except, the only person who can use it is Minx, who is going to be our tank.
I look for Selune guides my hand.
I could kite him and just try to kill him with one guy, but I don't want to do that.
Yes? It shall
Well-
be as you wish.
That was easy because I had it on easy.
Your wish? How
But
may I
there's
be of
plenty more
assistance?
spiders
What
down
is it
here,
this-
so
it shall
no
be as you
biggie.
wish.
What do you want?
Yes?
Cool.
I am
one,
prepared.
sir.
How may I be of
You
assistance?
full plate.
Now, giant spiders are easy,
How may I
but you don't
attend
want to
to
get
it?
hit by them even at this level, or you don't want to get in melee with them even at this level because
Cool.
What
their
is it this
poison
time?
You butt
is
kicking for goodness.
Yes?
probably
How
a
may I
kill
shall
on
attend to
whoever
it
it
in
hits. We do have antidotes, but we don't want to waste them.
Cut you down to size. Yep, this way.
What is it you have but to
I care
ask?
not this way.
You rang?
Great. Alright, where did it go? You can drink it from the
what is it
menu,
this
but I like
time?
using it in
I'll
battle.
do it.
Yes? I shall
Okay,
attend to
now
it
he
in a
can't get hit. Oh no, we have one more slow poison cast with our main character.
How may I shall attend to it? What is it this time?
See if we can blind
You
him.
rang?
If
What you want?
yeah,
I'm gone.
let's see if we can blind him.
I
Save her
look forward to
spell.
your instruction.
Uh-huh. My turn to save the day.
She didn't cast because she's got. Remember, she
How
used
may
the
I be of-
potion
what is it?
not
I
too
shall
long
attend
ago.
to it in a trice.
What is it this time?
That's why she didn't cast and I did.
Stand back.
Spell
and
cooldown and all, or
watch
casting
this.
cooldown of any kind.
And watch this.
You
Don't want to get hit by these guys. Their
My
poison
turn to
is
save the
much
day.
worse than the giant spiders.
I will show you
butt kicking
justice.
for goodness.
Ettercaps always remind me of tiny little doppelgangers. Because they look about the same.
Well,
650
what is it this? I
experience
shall
for such
attend to it in
a
trice.
an annoying mob.
Your wish?
Alright, we need to go
I
back
shall
to
commit to the task.
detecting traps, which should be like right here, if I remember right. Phase spider,
Yes? You
They can
have
be a
but to
pain.
ask.
because they teleport
Go for the
constantly.
eyes. Go for the eyes.
How may I shall attend to it in a trice?
Yes, I.
What is it this time?
What do you...
Get him.
Yes? How may I be? You have but to
1400
ask.
experience. We're just raking in the experience now. That's what I'm talking about. Oh god. Okay, see that guy moving really
What is it
quickly?
this time?
That's who we want to
Yes,
turn
I
into
shall
once we
attempt
get
to
our
enter the trance.
shape-shifting abilities. He is a sword spider.
Cool. Butt kicking for good
They attack
measure.
very fast, they run
as
very
you wish.
fast,
I am
and they... I'm pretty sure they can still
Salute
poison.
guides
The
my
enemy ones
What
can.
is it this
I
time?
don't think that you can poison as a
What
sword
is it
spider.
this time?
Let's just do glitter dust.
What do you want?
Alright, we blinded him, that'll
Your
help.
point.
I shall
Aye,
commit to
aye.
the task.
And... oh god. We blinded him, and we blinded him again. We cannot tank the
Yes,
giant
it
spider,
shall
so
be as
this
you
is going to
wish.
be a pain, but let's have him
Yes,
run
How
out
may I do?
there,
It shall be as you wish.
since he's got aggro, while we try to take down this guy.
What do you...
Hold on, did we save versus anything? No. Okay, so we might be okay. Maybe he doesn't. Poison. Alright,
What is it
2,000
this time?
experience. Well worth it, too.
For the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes. Rusk. Let's talk more fight. Full plate.
Somebody got a level. Good, our main character. Maybe he'll be able to
you have
shapeshift
what you
after this.
ask.
Shapeshifting isn't great, normal shapeshifting, but for the Avenger, it's actually decent. At least until mid to late game in Baldur's Gate 2.
How may I be of
I mean, even
help
after
to
that,
others?
it'll have its uses, but your spells will be so
As you
powerful
wish.
at that point, you're losing too much. You can't cast as a shapeshifted creature. Holy cow, why is my Thako so bad? Or am I just getting unlucky? Alright,
What is it you have
good
but
job,
to
Rasad.
ask?
Definitely
Yes?
want to save after each of these fights. Alright, level 3, Priest Spell. Awesome. Priest, you don't have to memorize the spell, you just get access to all of them when you get to that level. And why do we have so many? I know we have the ring, but I didn't think it added 2. Yeah, it's only supposed to be 1. It's only supposed to be 1 extra spell level, but apparently we have access to 3 now. Oh, extra wisdom. I'm a dummy. Dispel magic, good, but not something you need for every fight. Lightning bolt can be good, but it can also kill you. Summon insects is really good for enemy mages. I mean, if you can get it to land, it's good on anybody because it's basically a poison. Let's see. Victim receives 1 point of damage every 2 seconds. So you can see how that would make casting very difficult. Moreover, the victim fights with a -2 penalty to his attack roll and -2 penalty to armor class. The swarm will repeatedly bite the target, making it very difficult to cast spells. 50% spell failure. It says that, but it's more like 100%. Rigid thinking. I think we're going to use this. When under the effects of rigid thinking spell, the victim will randomly wander, attack the nearest person, or stand confused. So, is it just one person? Yeah, but that's okay. We like that. And we'll go lightning bolt. Why not? Cure disease. When we need it, we'll use it. Call lightning is very good, but it only works when you're outside. You know what? We're going to be outside for a while, so let's go ahead and use it. For now. Alright, we have 2 new spells. Let's go web and another charm person. Actually, find traps would be useful. Let's go ahead and rest. Wait, what did I do?
It shall be as you wish.
Oh man, what did I do?
How may I
There
be
we
of
go.
assistance?
I've got the hiccups,
What is it?
so
It shall be as you wish.
sorry ahead of time.
Yes?
Let's heal her. She's 1 arrow away from death. Look at this. She's got 16 hit points compared to everybody else. 40, 44, 45.
How may I be? It shall
Now,
be as you
Thieves
wish.
actually don't have great hit points, but because she leveled up so quickly, she's level 5, and everybody else is only level 4 and 1. Or, not 4 and 1, just 4. The Druid levels up pretty quickly in the beginning, but he has a huge penalty. Not really a penalty.
Yes.
He has a huge EXP requirement
have
once he
but to
gets to
ask.
level 12 or 13, I think. Because in the pen and paper game,
Yes,
it's basically like that's you becoming
Salute
like a
and
major
guides my
player in the Druid world or whatever when you become that level. And that's why it's reflected in the game like that. awesome.
How may I? You have but
We
to
would have had
ask.
to trigger it anyway. We do have fine traps, but we can't disarm it.
What is it this time? It shall be as
We
you
just,
wish.
so
Yes,
long
I shall
as the
tend to it
spider
in a
doesn't go
trice.
after him. Spiders obviously are immune to web,
How may
which,
I be? I shall attend to it in a trice.
why do we
What
not
is
have
it you but
shapeshifting?
to ask?
May shapeshift into the form of a spider. I'll have to look that up. Maybe it's a bug.
You point.
Yes,
Crap.
it shall be as you wish.
Less butt kicking for
I need
goodness.
someone to
Yes,
kite them
what is it
around
you
while I
have but
shoot
to
them.
ask?
Cool. Squeaky wheel gets the kick.
Yes? How may I be of assistance?
Keep an eye on the debuff here. As soon as it wears off on Rasad, we'll bring him up here and start pelting with some
Butt kicking for goodness.
darts. I wanted to say daggers, but they're not daggers, they're darts. There we go. Is that the scroll? Looks like it is.
How
It's
may I
actually
be
a
of
cursed
assistance? You have
scroll,
but to
so you don't
ask.
want to use it.
I look forward to your instruction. What is it? I shall attend to it in a
Your
trice.
wish? I understand.
Yes, it shall
Spiders in certain areas have webbed traps surrounding them. You can disarm them, but
be as you wish. How may I be? It
They're
shall
annoying.
Be as you wish.
I will show you justice.
hopefully you can't hear that.
I
My
understand.
stomach is going
What is
crazy.
it? You have but to ask. I look forward
Go
to
for
your
the
Illuminate
eyes.
my hand. Crashing.
Go for
Yes,
the
I shall
eyes.
attend to it in a trice.
I had Chipotle earlier
Go for the
today,
eyes.
but I haven't had anything since, so my stomach
I
is
shall attend to it.
empty,
I understand.
completely empty. Alright, another level. Imoen again. She is up to level 5 Thief and 2
What is it? You
Mage.
have but to ask.
You're a queer fellow.
They will level up quickly as a dual class. The EXP requirement goes back down to what a level 1 would require, so leveling up actually, if you're not too far
Yes, you
ahead,
have but to ask.
is pretty easy. Or leveling up to where you can use your classes.
What you want?
The web is not allowing us to save. One more mage spell. Additional hit points gained 0. That's because I'm pretty sure until you get back to your next level, or until you get to level 6 with mage, because we're level 5 with thief, you won't get any hit point gains. But that's fine because she's already got 40. You know what? You're gonna be our identify lady. We're just gonna keep doing identifies with you because at least until we get all these identified, we've got a ton of stuff to identify. Alright, the Victor. Charge ability damage 2d6. It's like Agonar's or Scorcher, I think. We'll give it to her since she doesn't have any spells really to use yet. No, let's do the fun one. The Staff Spear. Nope, we don't have it yet because we
How
didn't
may I
rest
shall
because I'm a
attend to it
dummy.
in a trice.
I should have known that. Alright, the web spell is gone. We were able to save.
I look
Let's send him
Illuminate guides my
forward
hand.
a little bit.
What is it? You have but to ask.
You can't go to the east here, so we don't have to bother exploring that way. Durlag's Tower. Dun, dun, dun.
It shall
That
be
is
as you wish.
either the hardest place in the game or the second hardest. It depends on your party build. There could be a harder place that involves. Well, I don't want to ruin the surprise, but there could be a harder place than that. That is also a part of the expansion.
Yes,
My
it shall be
blade
as you
will
wish.
cut you down to size.
Your wish.
I understand.
How may I be of assistance?
My turn to save the day.
What is it that you have but to ask?
Zircon gem, not worth much, but maybe 10 gold, 15 gold. We'll take it. Alright, we're done here. We need to go talk to the druid to turn in his spell, and then I think that's where we're going to end it for today. We got, what, 2 areas explored? Maybe 3? Where did we start out? We had to do some shopping in the beginning, so that ate up some time. Now, sometimes he disappears. I'm not exactly sure why.
Yes?
I am
How
prepared.
may I be of... I shall attend to it in a trice.
What you want?
Alright, my scroll. Take it with you, Wanderer. It will increase your karmic essence. Maybe he's been using these too much because it's a cursed scroll, so maybe that's why he's acting like an idiot. Let's see, does she have blindness? Yes, she does. Okay. Alright, I will manage my inventory in between episodes, so I will see you guys next time. Please leave a like or comment below, and feel free to subscribe for more full Let's Plays like this one. And thanks for stopping by.